For ball mastery this week in our Mega Kicker plans, we're going to be looking specifically at control. So the children are going to be identifying what parts of the feet they can use and what speeds they can go at in order to manipulate the football around defenders in order to score points. So the setup for the activity is a very simple one, keeping the boundaries out throughout the entirety of the session so the children are used to keeping the ball within the area for match play, but also just adding in some simple traffic cones to represent defenders in order to get around. This will also tie in really nicely this setup for the game after on the plans, where they're looking at a shooting activity and a target knockdown game. So there's very minimal setting up for a couple of the activities in the plans. When children have all got a ball, really important that you're ensuring that they're going at different speeds as well, so they're getting used to changing direction quickly, knowing when to slow it down and knowing when to speed it up. So a gear method will be really good with this, where the coach will shout out first gear being slow when they're travelling around, middle gear going at a jogging speed, and top gear where they're sprinting but making sure they're keeping the ball under control. So as the children have got the ball, nice command to begin with. First gear, so children are just gently manipulating the ball, nice soft touches, inside parts of the feet and outside parts of the foot, getting them to use their sole as well as they're moving. Middle gear is called out, so going a little bit quicker at a jogging pace. Gentle kicks, but occasionally looking up so they know that they're not going to bump into anybody. And top gear is more of a sprint, but still manipulating the ball gently so they're not losing control of it. When it comes to different parts of their feet, okay, really important to, when you're speaking to the children, to ask them open questions so they can understand it a little bit easier. When you've got the inside part of your foot being used, a good coaching tip you can explain to them is, when you're using the inside part of your foot, you're bringing the ball across your body. But if you're using the outside part of your foot, you're taking the football away from your body, which is difficult then for the defender to get the ball between yourself and the ball over here. So using that can really help. Using these defenders as targets is a really good way to make it competitive as well. And combinations is a really good one to make it more advanced for the higher ability children. So a combination would be using inside part, outside part, and then the sole of your foot to get away from the defender. So a simple one here could be, as you're approaching the defender, you're then doing a feint to go one way and then quickly go the opposite direction. So the way you can coach it is, as they're approaching the defender, using the inside part of the foot and then the outside part of the foot to keep the ball away, and then using the sole to then put the foot on top and then maybe add a little drag back in. So I'll do it again really quickly. So the combination will be inside, outside,